Our Bible story for our little ones from the Jesus Storybook Bible is How to Pray. And it's that cool story in the gospel when Jesus' disciples come to him and ask him, tell us how to pray. Like, how do you talk to your Father in heaven? What do you even say? Right? And in this book, they're going to give a simplified version of the Our Father prayer, but that's Jesus' response when his apostles ask him how to pray. The Our Father prayer is this great go-to prayer. On the one hand, it kind of teaches us just talk to God like your dad. You don't have to say any special words. But on the other hand, it's a prayer full of special words that Jesus taught us, so it's worth praying with these words. So it's kind of got both the rote prayer, the memorized prayer, and the spontaneous prayer wrapped up into it. And it kind of summarizes, like, what are the types of things you can pray about, or you should pray about. So the Our Father has these 7 petitions. The first few deal with talking to God and things of my relationship with God, and the last few deal with relationships in the world, right? And so in the Our Father prayer, we're supposed to talk to God as our Father. We're supposed to recognize that his name is holy, hallowed be his name, right? And we want his name to become more and more holy, more people to recognize that. We want his kingdom to come and his will to be done here on earth as it is in heaven, which means immediately, right? In heaven, when God wants something, boom, it happens, right? And so those are our first prayers towards God. When we're praying, we can talk to God and we can recognize that he is our dad, right? He's our Father. He's holy. He's awesome. We want to spread how awesome he is to other people so more people realize that. We want his will to be done and his kingdom to come, right? So that's the first part of how Jesus taught us to pray. And then the second part deals with our relationship with other people, right? Our relationship in this world. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us what we need for right now, right? Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, right? So forgive me for my sins and for my mistakes, and also help me to forgive other people the way that you forgive me. All right? Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation. God doesn't lead us into temptation. What we're asking him to do is help us not fall into temptation. Help us to resist the urge to do something we know is wrong. All right? Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. Right? Deliver us from Satan, from the evil one who destroyed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. He tries to tempt Jesus in the Gospels, and he tries to tempt us too. So we're asking God, deliver us from him, right? Deliver us from evil. And this is how Jesus taught us to pray, through these petitions dealing with God and these petitions dealing with ourselves in the world. So it's a good time for us, if you don't know the Our Father prayer, it's a good time to try to pray it as Jesus taught it, as it's in the Gospels, so you can remember it, so you can remember these ways to pray